since the last time we saw her?
It's a difficult question for me to answer. I've asked it many times myself, and I get very, very vague answers. But I know that she has been with Matty, and she's been travelling with him, and just kind of really trying to make the most of their relationship. And the group has stayed, in terms of like their friendship levels, has stayed pretty much the same as it was at the end of the last series. So we're all very comfortable with each other now, and I mean there's still cracks, but they haven't quite opened up yet.
She's a bit less of an outsider now then.
Yeah, she. I think the connections that she made in the last series with Minnie, for example, and Matty, obviously, and also kind of Grace and Rich and Aloe. I mean that's a very kind of sweet friendship. I think those four, and that was there in episode 1 of the first series. But she, there are still kind of tensions between her and Liv, I would suspect, and after what happened in the last episode. And it's still, people blow hot and cold, and Minnie especially, and so that's something that kind of might change things.
Were you surprised by the fans wanting Minnie and Franky to get together?
No, not really. We all suspected that was what was going to happen. And they actually held back a lot of the kind of Minnie-Franky relationship. Originally, there was a lot more, there was a lot more happening in episode 8 and more kind of implied in the episodes leading up to it. But they changed it. They changed it in the edit. I think they wanted to kind of hold back. I think the longer you hold back on something, the more kind of important it is when it comes. But the way their relationship is in this series might not be what you expect.
Skins is known for its controversial side, though. Have you got anything that you're nervous about coming up?
Franky has sex scenes this year, which I hadn't done until yesterday. And that was a very kind of new experience. I mean, I'm under 18, so most, unless you can obviously see it's me, it's not me. Which, it's fine. I'm happy to kind of hold back at this point. There's another physical aspect, shall we say, which will be, I haven't done any of it yet, but it will be kind of mentally as well as physically challenging, I think. And I think it's a really good storyline. The storyline for Franky is really strong this year, and it's allowed me to kind of experiment a lot more and push myself and challenge myself. And that's been amazing. It's a really great experience.